Welcome to Deep River Farm, folks. I appreciate you joining me here today. We've made a trip over to the Midway Wesleyan Church here in Randleman, North Carolina. And we're here today to mainly help the new subscribers to understand what this channel's been doing. And that is, we've been helping with the hurricane pretty much non-stop since September the 27th. And there's 21 churches involved in this effort here. The three main anchor churches are Midway Wesleyan, Central Global Methodist Church in Asheboro, and the First Baptist Church out of Denton, North Carolina, that was responsible for Project Santa. Central Global has been instrumental in the Helping Hands program, and the Midway Wesleyan Church was the starting point for Operation Mountain Relief with First Baptist, Central Global, and 18 other churches joining in to help get support, much needed food, supplies, water, clothing, heaters, and propane to Western North Carolina. Now, since this has been ongoing, folks, for those of you that are new subscribers, we have helped support through Operation Mountain Relief numerous relief centers. Now, the center point for Operation Mountain Relief has been the Bethel Wesleyan Church in Flat Rock. Pastor Tim Clark is the pastor there. Pastor Kenneth Davis at the Midway Wesleyan Church. And what's taken place is in the beginning, these churches pooled together, 21 of them, and helped supply the Bethel Wesleyan Church in Flat Rock. The week after the hurricane, on that Saturday, we made a trip up with 60,000 pounds of food to help those folks who didn't have food and water immediately after the hurricane. Now, since then, we've had an extensive network growth of locations that Brother Bud McCall has discovered, him and Pastor Tim, in the mountains while working. We were mainly the setup point, the distribution hub here at the Midway Wesleyan Church in Randleman, where the facilities were big enough to house whatever came in, whether it was food, water, clothing, or whatever. We could also get tractor trailers across the street and into the parking lot with a huge fellowship hall to be able to stock the supplies that was needed for Western North Carolina. Since then, 25 relief centers have been helped with all sorts of things. Most of the delivering and stuff was done by Brother Bud McCall there out of the Bethel Church. He felt the call from the Lord to help in any way, and he has stepped up and done it. So we wanted to try and get Brother Bud here to the Midway Wesleyan Church, and he's coming to speak on June the 8th at 10 a.m. for the service, and there's going to be a lunch following, and he's going to talk about what all took place and the different things that has happened, the different 25 relief centers that have been supported, the different testimonies that he can provide that he has witnessed through the delivery and distribution of all that he's carried up into the mountains, countless trips, countless hours spent loading, unloading, and driving up into the mountains and getting around these areas that were just completely destroyed. And to give you folks a kind of a bigger understanding of what's been happening, most of the smaller relief centers have now closed due to financial support and things. They just couldn't keep the doors open any longer. And a lot of their donated goods, the giving had pretty much dried up as well. Some of those relief centers were being leased, and they just simply ran out of funds. So now what's left are the bigger ones, and the burden has fallen upon them. However, through the gracious generosity of the folks that's been tuned into this channel, also the Appalachian Navy channel, we've had folks from the Popper Report, Steve Popper. We've also had Patera helping out through Appalachia's Homestead, getting the word out to what we were doing here through Operation Mountain Relief, Appalachian Navy channel, and the Deep River Farm channel on YouTube. With that, we have been able to continue to support 6 or 7 other relief centers, providing much needed propane throughout the winter. You can see Brother Bud there on the marquee here at the Midway Wesleyan Church, talking about him coming here in a few weeks. And anyway, we have been able to receive quite a bit of financial donations, which has enabled us to create a propane fund. The Bethel Church has been able to do the same. They've also Operation Mountain Relief and the Bethel Church have also, and the Central Church has also been supporting the Cash for Campers and helping Chris Wataka Ministries obtain campers. And her ministry up there that's not too far from the Bethel Church has been helping families get into campers that got flooded out, had no place to go, and their hotel rooms run out. And they were pretty much either going to have to help support them in a hotel room or get them in a camper. And Chris Wataka Ministries, Chris has been able, her and Brittany have been able to get folks into campers through donations that came in through her ministry, as well as the support of Bethel and Central and Midway. We've also been in contact with a relief center that turned to a reconstruction ministry called the Appalachian Reclamation Coalition. And it was a group of individuals that come together to form this, and they have, I think right now, 41 or 42 partners. And the Central Church and Midway and Bethel have all partnered with Appalachian Reclamation Coalition, who is now in Bernardsville helping rebuild 50 homes. And through the generosity of you folks, once again, helping donate gift cards and financially, this project in Bernardsville is ongoing, with a lot of progress being made. Also, I wanted to let you folks know that your donations, your support, and everything that has continued to come in is now headed to Kentucky. The Cry for Help Relief Center is on the way to Kentucky, along with Disaster 41, who is also partnered up with the Bethel Church, and Cry is in part of this. They are also heading to Kentucky to take much needed food, water, tents, propane, heaters, and all sorts of things that those folks are going to be needing at Kentucky due to those tornadoes. The relief centers that you folks have been supporting individually and also through Operation Mountain Relief, through the 4 churches of Bethel, Midway, Central, and First Baptist, has continued to grow and be able to supply the needs of all the folks. Appalachian Reclamation Coalition is also on the way to Kentucky to help deliver sustainable foods, clothing, and water. And they're also setting up, just to let you folks know, we had a call come in to Brother Bud from Crystal Taka Ministries. And she had found a lady that her roof was damaged, and she had been trying to get some help, as she's a single lady, and through FEMA, somehow or another, they was able to get her $1,100. However, the roof estimate was over right around $6,000, if I remember correctly. And so she's not cashed that check or anything. And since then, folks, the lady has been diagnosed with cancer. So not only does she have a need of a roof repair, she has cancer, and also the water got into her house and has ruined her kitchen cabinets, and they have mold and mildew growing in them right now. So to tell you how this network works, when we found out about this, I contacted ARC, Appalachian Reclamation Coalition, and text Tammy. She used to be the coordinator and director of the Cotton Patch Relief Center there in Ellenboro, but was called by the Lord to get involved and start the ARC. And that's the acronym for it, ARC, and their logo is Noah's Ark. So what they're doing is her husband just so happens to be a roofer, and his company is going to have him go up, do an estimate on it. They're also going to take a look at the cabinets and things to see if they can help this lady out. So folks, you have no idea how extensive these networks that have been built are, and how beneficial they are to the folks of Western North Carolina. They all work together. All the relief centers work together. All the partners in ARC work together. And there's a total, folks, believe it or not, of 13 YouTube channels that have been carrying this, that's been helping promote the needs that are there through Operation Mountain Relief, which consists of the big main churches of Central Global Methodist Church in Asheboro, Bethel Wesleyan Church in Flat Rock, North Carolina, Midway Wesleyan Church in Randleman, North Carolina, and the First Baptist Church of Denton, North Carolina. So folks, we appreciate the support that you've been given, and Brother Bud is going to be coming to the Midway Church on June 8th at 10 a.m. They are going to have lunch following. All are welcome to attend. I will be here with to see Brother Bud, and we're expecting a good crowd. We've got other churches around that are definitely going to send some of the folks that have been helping with Operation Mountain Relief. There's, like I said, 21 churches. There's His Place Ministry over in Randleman as well. Brother David Neese, if you saw his video that we put out the other day called His Place, if you haven't seen it, you may want to check out his interview and his first-hand account of what he's witnessed when he went into the mountains the first time after the hurricane. So folks, I appreciate you joining me here this evening at the Midway Wesleyan Church. We made a trip over. We wanted to talk about Brother Bud coming and the different people that have been involved with this ever since the hurricane happened. And that way you folks can stay abreast. And you new subscribers, we appreciate you joining on to the channel with us. And you can kind of get an idea of what we've been doing and what's been taking place. The Deep River Farm channel was nothing but a gardening channel prior to this hurricane. About 3 weeks before the hurricane happened, I told the Lord, I said, you just take that channel and use it to your benefit. Well, I had no idea there was a hurricane coming, and it's been on that focus pretty much ever since. And the Lord has taken it, used it, helped pull in the necessary donations and supplies and items donations and financial donations to help sustain the people of Western North Carolina. And we was just one of many churches. There was hundreds of churches went up to help, but most of them are gone now. We've seen Samaritan's Purse up there working and things, and we've got some stories coming that we've been able to get information out of the locals up there that have given stories about what happened, and we're going to be putting some of those stories out. It takes a while, to get some of these stories out, find out about them, research them, and get an account from these folks. And they don't want to, most of them don't want to be on camera or anything, and I can understand that, but they will give you their story and want you to tell it, because they're getting basically very little help. There's infrastructure being built up there right now with bridges and roads, which is the first thing that has to happen, because you can't get to these houses without these bridges and culverts being put in. And the main roads has got to be fixed first, and then the secondary roads to get into the hollers and up in the ravines and places where people live before any of that reconstruction can take place. So folks, I appreciate you joining me here today on Deep River Farm. We appreciate all the generous donations. You just have no idea how much this has benefited the Western North Carolina folks, and there's no telling how many lives have been saved, especially through the winter with you folks providing propane and heat and all that kind of stuff. They would be, although they're only saying it's a pretty low number they got out there of a body count or whatever, but it's like the feller up there that was a local said he feels like that's a really low number, because there was many people that was there to see the leaves and stuff that was in campgrounds that they may not even know or have any family. And then you have a huge homeless population that was in Asheville, and unless somebody reports them or can identify them or something like that, they don't even know they're missing. But anyway, we won't get into all that. We'll just go with what we've got on our videos and be done with it. But the main thing was we wanted everybody to know about Brother Bud coming to the Midway Wesleyan Church. It's going to be on June 8th at 10 a.m. There will be a lunch following. So right there you see it on the marquee, folks. That's Brother Bud McCall, Appalachian Navy. Appreciate you joining me. Have a blessed day.